Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. We often hear that life is full of challenges and that some people are hard to change. But there is an important thing you need to understand. Not everyone we meet is worth helping. According to Stoicism, inner peace can only be achieved when we clearly know who deserves our time and energy. The truth is, some people can hinder your growth, keep you stuck in one place, and pull you away from your true goals. Stoics advise that instead of trying to change those who are unwilling to change, we should learn to say no to people who may rob you of your freedom and happiness. In this video, you will explore the 9 types of people that Stoicism reminds us to avoid if we want to make our lives more positive and meaningful. Keep watching to better understand how to identify them and protect your mind. 1. People who don't take responsibility. When we encounter people who refuse to take responsibility, it not only affects the relationship but also hinders personal growth. Stoicism teaches us that accepting responsibility is the first step to improving ourselves and achieving inner peace. These people often blame circumstances or others, rather than acknowledging and learning from their own mistakes. They are not willing to face reality, which not only prevents their growth, but also pulls those around them into a negative cycle. According to Stoic philosophy, accepting responsibility is an essential part of self-awareness and maturity. Only when you are ready to admit your mistakes can you truly learn and progress. Therefore, people who do not take responsibility not only stop growing, but also slow down your progress. Learn to identify them and choose to maintain peace in your life, avoiding their influence on your personal growth. 2. Arrogant people. Arrogant individuals often believe that they are the center of everything, constantly trying to elevate themselves while putting others down. Stoicism reminds us that humility and self-awareness are key to personal growth and development. Arrogant people cannot see the value in others because they only care about themselves. They live in a world that revolves around them, often considering themselves the only ones who matter. Stoicism teaches that one of the important steps to achieving peace is not letting our ego get too big. Remember, we are all just a part of the bigger picture of life. Arrogant individuals not only distance themselves from the truth, but also hinder connection and understanding with others. If you want to live a meaningful life, learn to distance yourself from such people and focus on personal development, humility, and compassion. 3. People who live in false realities. People who live in false realities often create an ideal world of their own, where they can escape from real-life problems. They fabricate stories and illusions to hide the truth and live in things that aren't real. Stoicism advises us to face reality, even if it isn't perfect, so we can learn and grow. By living in a false reality, they fail to see the opportunities to improve themselves. Stoics teach that only when we dare to confront the difficulties and imperfections of life can we truly mature. Those who live in false realities not only distance themselves from the truth, but also build a wall that separates them from the real world. If you want to live a truly free and mature life, stay away from these people and learn to face the truth, no matter how painful it may be. 4. People who expect privilege. People who expect privilege always believe they deserve benefits and favors without having to put in effort or contribute. They live with the mindset that they have the right to receive things that others have to work hard for. According to Stoicism, human value is not found in the privileges or favors granted by others, but in the efforts and actions we undertake ourselves. These individuals often live in dissatisfaction, constantly feeling deprived because they are not treated as special, instead of appreciating what they have and striving to improve. Stoicism teaches that life has no place for complacency or unreasonable expectations. Instead of demanding privilege, focus on building yourself through actions that are worthy and learn to appreciate the results you achieve. Those who expect privilege not only miss out on opportunities for growth, but also create fatigue and pressure for those around them. Learn to say no to such people in order to protect your peace and freedom. 5. People stuck in pessimism. People stuck in pessimism always view everything through a negative lens. They believe every situation will end badly and have no faith in the possibility of change or improvement. Stoicism teaches us that what matters in life is how we respond to challenges, not the challenges themselves. Pessimists not only deny the opportunities life offers, but also drain the positive energy of others. Stoics advise that we should not let the negativity of others affect our mental state. Instead of focusing only on problems, we should see difficulties as opportunities for learning and growth. Pessimists only see the dark picture and fail to realize that each challenge can be a step toward maturity. Avoid these people and, instead, focus on optimism, learning to face life with a positive outlook and growing from tough experiences. 6. People who resist learning and change. These individuals are rigid in their viewpoints and unwilling to accept change. They refuse to learn and apply new ideas, even though doing so could improve their lives. Stoicism teaches that development and progress never stop. We must always keep learning and be ready to change to adapt to circumstances and times. Those who resist learning and change often live in the past, unable to see new opportunities, and ultimately cause their lives to stagnate. According to Stoic philosophy, flexibility in thinking and the ability to change are crucial to maintaining peace and personal development. When you learn and embrace new perspectives, you not only enrich your life, but also become stronger in the face of challenges. Those who resist change will never develop because they refuse to acknowledge new opportunities. Learn to distance yourself from such people and invest your time and energy in those who are open to change, learning, and growing with you. 7. Opportunists. Opportunists always look for ways to exploit those around them for their personal gain. They are not sincere in relationships and only care about what they can get from others. Stoicism teaches us that relationships should be built on respect and sincerity, not manipulation or calculation. Opportunists cannot bring true value to you because they only care about achieving their goals, regardless of the impact on others. According to Stoic philosophy, we should always remain alert and observe the actions of others to identify those who only come to us when they need something. A real relationship must be based on trust and mutual support, not one-sided. Opportunists will only leave you feeling exhausted and hurt when you realize they don't truly care about you. Learn to identify them and keep your distance to protect yourself and maintain relationships that truly matter. 8. People who avoid responsibility. People who avoid responsibility always try to blame others or circumstances instead of facing their own tasks and duties. They are unwilling to accept the consequences of their actions and often avoid solving problems. Stoicism teaches us that maturity and growth come from accepting responsibility for our actions, even when the results may not be what we expect. These people live in denial and never learn from their mistakes. Stoic philosophy teaches that accepting responsibility is not only an ethical act, but also an opportunity to learn and grow. When you face responsibility, you can better understand yourself and improve your weaknesses. Those who avoid responsibility will never develop because they refuse to learn and change. Avoid these people to prevent being caught in a cycle of denial, and instead focus on living responsibly with yourself and others. 9. People who don't prepare for the future. People who don't prepare for the future live in the present without thinking about what lies ahead. They don't make plans, set clear goals, or often leave things to chance. Stoicism teaches that while we should live in the present, we cannot neglect preparing for the future. The future is not something distant, but is the result of the decisions and actions we take today. Those who fail to prepare for the future are easily swept away by life and miss opportunities for growth. According to Stoic philosophy, preparing for the future is not about worrying or fearing, but a way of demonstrating wisdom and responsibility. People who live without preparing for the future will soon face unavoidable difficulties because they have no plans or direction. Learn to identify and stay away from these individuals while focusing on building a solid foundation for your future. Your future is not just determined by what you do today, but also by your ability to prepare and plan for the challenges ahead. When you start to understand the types of people Stoicism advises us to avoid, you'll realize that freedom and inner peace come from protecting your mind from the negative influences around you. Change can only happen when you learn to choose relationships and situations that are worthy of your energy. We cannot change everyone, but we can control how we react and protect our mental space. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it with others who could benefit from these insights. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos where we will continue to explore more lessons from Stoicism for living a life of freedom and fulfillment. Thank you for watching and joining us on this journey.